everybody. My name is Rin Longmaid. I'm a restaurant broker and consultant at Santa Rosa Business and Commercial, and I'm the founder and host of this series, Deep Dish Live, where we explore the business of restaurants for restaurateurs, restaurant buyers and sellers, and the restaurant curious. Today we're streaming live from Sonoma Pizza Company in Forestville, one of my favorite new restaurants. Ed's behind the counter as usual. Hi, Ed.
Hey.
We're gonna move upstairs. You're gonna see the outside seating because the street noise is a little loud. So let's see. Deep Dish Live streams once monthly, about 10 or 15 minutes. We always cover topics that are of interest to mostly people who want to either sell their restaurant, buy a restaurant, or anyone who's curious about the things that happen in the inner workings of the restaurant industry. Chris Smith, the owner of Sonoma Pizza Company, will be joining us live on Instagram immediately following this to talk a little bit more about Sonoma Pizza Company, which I helped him buy the real property. I'll talk more about that because it's part of my topic today, which is how to choose a restaurant broker to sell your restaurant, 5 questions. So let's start. In the state of California, you have to have a real estate license to sell restaurants. There's only 13 states, I think 13 states in the United States that require business brokers to hold real estate licenses. And the reason why is when you sell a business, that's personal property, not real property. So a lot of states don't require, unless it involves land, real property, business brokers to hold real estate licenses. Now, there are plenty of people who might own the business and the real property, but no matter what, those are 2 separate transactions either way. One will go through a bulk transfer, that's for the business escrow, and the other will go through a standard commercial escrow. Even the SBA has 2 different programs for businesses and loan programs for businesses and real property. One's a 7A for the personal property, one's a 504 for the real property. Let's go upstairs. I'm in the sun. Let's see. So in California, where they're not qualified to do so, especially with restaurants, because there's a lot of permitting, it's a complicated process, and it does not serve their clients well. Let's go up to the shade, Ed. I think about let's go right here. Is that good? Okay, sorry guys, we had a Wi-Fi issue. So I think that one reason that a seller might list their restaurant for sale with an agent who doesn't have the experience is they might have a level of trust with that agent. That agent may have been their long-term agent or attorney helping them purchase residential property or commercial property in the past. So, you know, the bond of trust is powerful. However, if I were that, let's see, if I were unqualified, this is a great example. Sonoma Pizza Company. I worked with Chris for years. He was coming up from the city, had a lot of restaurant experience. He knew exactly what he wanted. We could not find what he wanted. He ended up buying real property and developing it himself to create his vision. I didn't at the time have a lot of commercial real property experience. I didn't pretend like I did. I brought another agent outside of my office, Lori Sacco from Vanguard. She's the managing broker, and we worked together on the deal. There was no way I was going to put Chris in the position of working with me, a broker who didn't have the experience that he needed there, because there were so many layers to it, to purchase and develop this property. So I think about, why would an agent or attorney take on a project like this? And I've come up with 3 reasons. One is naivete, the other is greed, and the third one is hubris. So either like an inflated sense of self, right? Too much pride, too excessive self-confidence. So let's go with the first one. Naive is my favorite one because it's the most innocent of those reasons for an agent to work outside of their scope. I think that they're probably thinking, well, I hold the license to sell businesses. What the hell? I'll give it a whirl, right? Well, maybe retail businesses might not be that hard, but with restaurant businesses, as you know, from every issue, every series I talk about, all the different things that come up in a restaurant sale. But what usually happens is those agents might get involved and then they'll reach out to a restaurant broker. I get a lot of referrals from residential and commercial brokers to do restaurant sales, bulk transfers. So the second one is greed. Greed is something that happens, yes, with unqualified agents. I mostly see that with restaurant brokers who have been doing it for a long time, and they've figured out how to get from A to B quickly, meaning how to get from the listing to the close of escrow quickly, even if it doesn't benefit their clients. That's a whole nother episode for another time, but that's the greed issue. And then hubris is, how hard can it be? I'm just going to do it and I'll muscle my way through it. Unfortunately, the client of either that agent or the attorney is paying for this lack of experience, and it's going to prolong the process and maybe even kill the deal. So now I'm going to launch into today's topic, actually. 5 questions you as a restaurant owner, seller, potential seller, owner, operator looking to sell should ask a potential broker. 1, have you ever owned a small business? And if so, what was your experience selling it? So again, I think about this topic a lot. So at Santa Rosa Business and Commercial, where I'm a broker, all of us, we're 100% committed to our clients, both buyers and sellers. We go the extra mile. We do what's in the best interest of our clients, always. And our escrows can take a while because of it. So the one common thread we all have is we've all owned small businesses. Now, there might be some of my colleagues out there who are listening who are business brokers or M&A, work with really large business transfers, who have never owned a trucking company or something like that. This is different. I feel like the Main Street small business experience just lends itself to us inherently having empathy for both our sellers and our buyers. So that's one question I would ask. And then a lot of business brokers will come to business brokerage because the sale of their business was not ideal. That's something I've also seen. That's why I asked the second part of that question, what was your experience like when you sold your business? 2, how many restaurants have you sold in the past year? Now, this question is kind of interesting. So if the broker or attorney says 1, none, do not work with that. If they've done 1, maybe. None in the past year, don't work with them. There's no reason to work with them. Brokers who deal in high volume, who move quickly through listings, either they get them and advertise them and don't sell them, or they get them and sell them, might be excited that you're asking this question and give you a really large number. I would say, from listing to closing, 8 would be a big number. Anything above 8. So that's great. If somebody gives you that answer in the past year, 8, then you say, I would like to have the contact information for all 8 of those sellers, because I, Ren, recommend that you reach out to all 8 of them. And the benefit of this is, rather than asking the broker, can you give me some referrals, and you receive this curated list of people the broker knows were happy with their service, this way you're getting a true, honest cross-section of 8, 9, 10 sellers that worked with the broker. And if that broker doesn't give you the full amount that they said that they sold in the year, and they're holding 1 or 2 back, it's because that person didn't have a positive experience, I'm going to guess, because why wouldn't a seller want to talk to another seller about their experience of working with the broker? Anyway, I think that's a great tried and true question to ask, and then it involves follow-up on your part. 3, how many ABC licenses have you transferred? Period. Not in the last year, just in general. How many? How many have you ever worked on the transfer of? If you're working with a qualified restaurant broker, they're not going to have an answer for you, because it's going to be Many, 50, 60, 100, a lot. If you're working with a restaurant broker and they're like, never, okay, so some restaurant brokers might send the buyers out with a consultant to work with, but you need to work with somebody who knows the ABC process, because if you as the seller, your beer and wine license or your type 47 full liquor license are going to drive the entire escrow process. And if you're working with an agent or an attorney who's never done it before, it's going to be painful. It's going to be distressful. It's not going to be good. So those are 3 questions. The 4th question, how many restaurant buyers have you worked with in the past year? And the reason I asked that question is, similarly, most brokers are dual agents, but you want to see what the experience of working with this broker was like on both sides. And again, if none in the past year, don't work with that person. If it's a large number, get that large number of contacts, reach out to each buyer and see what it was like. For some reason, Ed, I can't remember what the 5th one was.
Because it's a good one.
It's a good one. Oh, this is good. It is a good one. Where will you advertise my listing? If you're, look at raised eyebrows from Ed. You're having a website problem. If the answer is my website or my company's website and MLS, do not work with that broker. Anyone who is a qualified business broker is going to subscribe to very powerful website marketing platforms: BizBuySell, Businesses for Sale, BizQuest, BizBin. The average real estate agent that works either in commercial or residential is not going to pay expensive annual subscriptions to market to those websites. A business broker should also advertise on Craigslist, because a lot of first-time restaurant buyers will be looking on Craigslist. And there's other creative ways, but so those are the 5 questions. I have a bunch more. I think actually the wheels have been turning since I scripted this. I think I'll probably follow up next month with more questions to ask as a restaurant operator if you're looking to sell. But right now, I want to talk about one of my favorite things about this series that we do. We always give away a gift card from our host restaurant. And we always give away the gift card from the restaurant that hosted us the month prior. So last month, we were at Nick the Greek in Cottingtown Center, Santa Rosa, Sonoma County, California. And the winner for this one, we've been expanding our reach as to where we publish the Deep Dish Live series. We're editing it down, so we're now putting it on LinkedIn. You'll see it a little bit on Insta. Definitely it lives on Facebook. I have a whole YouTube channel, and if you would like to show your support for me, the number one thing you can do is to jump on Rin Longmaid Deep Dish Live on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Anything you do, I'll appreciate. You'll be able to put your name, you'll be able to qualify for a $100 gift card for Sonoma Pizza Company, our host restaurant today, if you like and comment on this post, either now while we're live, anytime between now and the next time we stream, which will be about 30 days from now, somewhere in November. You can do it on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, anywhere we will find you. And the winner of the gift card to Nick the Greek is Zachary Bresick. Zach, I'll reach out to you personally and get your contact information. You're actually going to get 2 $50 gift cards, so you can use one and give one as a gift. I think that does it for our series today. Again, my name is Rin Longmaid. I'm a restaurant broker and consultant. I'm the founder and host of this series, Deep Dish Live, which explores the business of restaurants for restaurateurs, restaurant buyers and sellers, and the restaurant curious. Until next time, bye-bye.